Hello everybody, this is Diane. It is Monday, the last Monday in September. It is a warm and humid day here, and I went to the flea market. Last week I didn't show you my flea market haul because it was so small. So let's compare last week's with this week's. Last week I got this apron, Pillsbury. I think it's Pillsbury. It looks like a Pillsbury logo, but anyway, it says Best Flour Baker's Best. Maybe it's just pretend Pillsbury, but it's a vintage apron, handmade. And I got a few books. This Magic Windows book for school, and the Apple Vendors Fair book. Oh, it's poetry. I didn't even look inside it. I just liked the cover for doing an Apple themed journal, but I think I'm going to sell it for someone else to do an Apple themed journal. Seeds and more seeds, and I got this because I want to put together a garden journal kit, so I'm going to put that book in it. The Strange Disappearance of Arthur Cluck, just because I think it's so cute, and I figured somebody would want it. And this one I'm going to use, Seahorse. So that's what I got last week. So let me show you what I got this week. I'm going to try to move my camera so you can see my table. This is this week's haul. Put the camera back down. So let's better get right into it, right? I might have to do this in 2 videos. I got these piles of fabrics. These are cut with pinking shears into a good sized circle, probably 8-inch circles, and there are a lot of them. So these are the kind of things that people cut and put on canning jars and tie. I don't know if that's what these were for, but there's a lot of them. Oh, some of these are not. Oh, there's a pink one. But most of them are darker colors. So some of these will be in my shop eventually. I'm still I'm still going to flea markets, and I can't keep up with putting stuff in my shop. But the flea markets will be dying down soon, so then I won't be bringing more stuff in, but I will be putting stuff in the shop. It says bad cut. So, and then I got these rectangles of a variety of fabrics, and a lot of them could be in Christmas journals. So I'll separate those out. So there's a big stack of those. And these aren't very old fabrics. And while we're on the sewing stuff, I got some sewing stuff. So all of these things, oh dear, all of these things I'm about to show you were all in one bundle. There's lots of buttons. This box says rotary attachments, but it's packages of blanket binding. I didn't even look to see what everything was. There's some drapery hooks, bias tape, Regent sewing machine. Don't see a year. And then some blanket binding. More bias tape, and this pretty trim. That's pretty. It's like a bias trim with some crochet edging. That's neat. And then this box, oh, this is just chalk. There was some junk in the box that I already tossed. Instruction book for the Union Victory loom. Somebody wrote in pencil, "You should know Roy Rogers." Oh, look at that. That's quite a loom. taking the loom upstairs. In some houses, it may be necessary to take the loom apart in order to move it through a narrow hall. I would say so. Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I wonder how old this book is. Didn't have a date. I didn't go through this box, so I just want to peek and see what's in here. They charged me less than that. They gave me a better deal for everything. This is an old card of Hooks and Eyes. And an old package of snaps with these adorable children on them. It's 29 cents back in the day. $19.50 is the copyright. I don't know if that's how old this package of snaps is. Oh, look at the box. Oh, it's full of hairpins. Wow. Oh, that's a pretty box. Ooh, got some needle books. Superior Needle Book. This one's in better shape. The Weekend Needle Case. Look at that pretty picture. And another of the red ones. And then just some little packages of needles and needle threaders. That was a good find. Stitch Witchery tape. This has a barcode on it, but it's not new. And then it's just an empty spool, plastic spool, not even a wooden one. That came off a picture frame. We got some old matchbooks that are Treat Yourself to an Old Nick Candy Bar. Never heard of that. Diamond matches. Cigarette papers. Look at that. They sold me a box of crap. It's just junk in there. Old pens and pencils. Oh, that stuff's going in the trash. I'll make sure there's nothing decent in there, but they had this stuff on top of it, all rubber banded together, and it had said all sewing. But it meant all the sewing supplies were that price, but they packed it with this crap. I don't usually say that word, but that was not very nice. I should have investigated further, right? But I knew I wanted this other stuff, so I just took everything because they didn't want to separate anything. So it's just buttons. So there's a box of buttons. And jars of buttons. And this box some stuff I don't want in it. That's cute. It's a sweater from JCPenney. It's where the extra buttons were. I'll have to keep that. This string. That's cool. This old rusty buckle. That's neat. I'll use that. Stick it in a pocket. Nothing too great in that box, and I don't really want the box. But we're not done yet. There's another box full of buttons. I already showed you that one. And this box of accessories for a sewing machine. I can maybe use these papers, and I like the tin. And that's it. That was the sewing supplies. So some of those buttons will be going in my shop sometime. Try to get some of these things out of the way so we can keep going. I'm wearing my wrist brace again because I did a lot of cleaning and organizing and stuff this weekend, and my wrist was getting sore again, so I just put the brace on. I'm going to save those for last. Alright, so I got 2 of the little golden book type of books. I got Mickey's Christmas Carol, and that will probably go in a Christmas kit. I am putting together some bundles of Christmas stuff. I have some fabric bundles and 4 pretty good size Christmas journal kits, which will include book covers, so that will go in one of those. And then this one is a Happy Day book, which is a Christian version of golden book type of books, and it's called The First Zoo, and it's about Noah's Ark. This is only 1989. It's not in great shape, so it's not that old, but I thought it was cute and different. I got this whole pile of gift wrap. It was in a flat box, and a lot of it was vintage. A lot of the stuff on top was vintage, and mixed through it was vintage. So I took the whole box, and it was really cheap. So I don't really care for this one. And this one is of the same type. It looks like little sports cartoons. Oh, this one's pretty. Seashells. Roses. So these aren't very old. But we will get to some vintage ones. That one's pretty. Mickey's all crinkly. I love this one. I don't know if Corning glass is familiar to everyone around the country, but it's in my area. It's in Corning, New York. It's a little over an hour from me. And this is Corning Museum of Glass gift wrap sheets. Isn't it pretty? It's got stained glass pictures. Probably there's Corningware that you can buy, so I think that sells all over the country. This is gift wrap. And these are little boxes that you would have to fold and put together. They're kind of cute. I don't think they came in that bag. There's some wedding gift wrap. Some shower gift wrap. Just going to try to go quickly because there's a big pile here. I like these embossed papers. It's a wedding one, but look how pretty that is. I will use those in collages. And some of these gift wraps will end up, this is vintage, it's textured. This is one of those really neat. I love that. Some of these will end up in gift wrap bundles in my shop. Raspberries. I had one similar to this once. It had pink flowers. More wedding. There's a striped one. This one is embossed in between the happy anniversary so I could cut those strips out and use them. Ooh. A Holly Hobby-ish. I don't think it's a real Holly Hobby, but very similar. It's cute. This looks vintage. This one is also textured. This is just a very fine, pebbly texture. There's a white embossed one. Pretty. It says wedding, one giant sheet of gift wrap. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I don't know what's wedding about it. It's just plain. But it's got some, it could be used for other things. There's some tissue paper. Still in the package. American Greetings. More embossed. Just little pieces of that embossed paper. That one has Ziggy on it. This one's pretty. This is a nice quality, a sturdier one that would work well for pages in a journal. Oh, good. There's a sheet of embossed. And more. Oh, it's the same. But like I said, I'll enjoy cutting those strips out and using them. So these are tissue papers. Not anything I would craft with, but I would wrap. Sometimes I wrap some of my items that I sell in tissue. That one's pretty. Then we have these foiled flowers. That's pretty. Baby gift wrap. Ooh, that's nice. A masculine one. With ducks. And a window pane check. Ooh, little gift cards. A smashed bow. That one's pretty. More tissue. That one's weird. Just like a smiley face cat. That looks like it's from the 70s with that kind of picture on it. McDonald's Farm. So this has activities for children on it. Oh, that's cute. That looks vintage. Oh, look at that. That one's definitely vintage. And it's the matte kind of paper that I like. Aw. This was a bonanza. Oh, goody, strawberry shortcake. Just a little piece of that. This one has cats all over it. More comics. What's his name? I forgot the name of this comic, but I used to like it. Circus. That's cool. Party. Birthday party. Mickey Mouse. Oh, superheroes. Jungle Safari. Gotta get through this. Oh, this is cool. Dragon birthday, castle. Disney. Pandas. More Mickey. Look at that. They're like little cross-stitch bears. kind of cute. That's pretty. Oh, I'm not going to go through every piece. But this one is a bag of scraps, so there's some strawberries here I can put with my strawberry stuff. That's fun. $20 bills. So this one just says Michelle on it. Anybody out there named Michelle? That's pretty. And more pieces and more and more and more. It just keeps going. It's another comic strip one. Oh, this is the comics. Well, let's see how old this newspaper is. Oh, it doesn't have a date on it. Do they still put comics in the newspapers? There's some more strawberry paper. It's a pretty good size sheet. So that's a lot of wrapping paper for me to go through and put into bundles. Now, the rest of the stuff is from the Blue Van Man. The Blue Van Man was awesome today. He said he had a really excellent auction that he went to, and he got all this stuff at an auction. And, well, let me just show you. I got some really good stuff from him. Old good stuff. Well, there's these little while you were out pads. I don't know how old they are, but you usually see them in pink, and these were in blue. And these were actually from a different vendor. I didn't buy anything from that other vendor, but he saw me looking at these, and he said, if you want them, just take them. He said, I just figured somebody would want them. So those were free. Now, the Blue Van Man. I got this pack of pansy cards. These aren't very old, but I just thought they were very pretty. I love pansies, and they're plain inside. So they're perfect for journals. Look at all the pretty colors. And then there was an envelope that had more of them. And this item is not old, but everything else that I got from him is old. And this is a notepad with Christmas nativity figures all around it. I don't know how old it is, but it's not that old. But I got this from him, the desk memorandum pad, which I think is pretty cool. It says Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So there's a lot there. That's unusual. I got these really antique books. These are from the 1800s. There were a lot of old hymnals in pretty rough shape, but I only got these because they're so different. Look at that. This is called the Christian Psalmist or something like that. Yeah, the Christian Psalmist. But look. Very unusual. I'm going to make ephemera with these and use them in collage. And then this one is Book of Worship with Tunes. Let me tell you the date on this. The copyright information was different on these. It doesn't say copyright. It says the latest year. Entered according to Act of Congress in the year 1854 by Silas W. Leonard in the clerk's office for the District of Indiana. So it says 1850, 1851, and then 1854. This one has the same kind of notation, but it's 1888, I believe, 1880. But I just thought these pages look pretty cool too. And they're shedding on my table. I got the McGraw-Hill 5-place logarithmic and trigonometric tables. It's 1933. It was inscribed in 1938. But they're just fun tables that can be used in collaging and backgrounds and stuff like that. And then I got 3 old cantatas. One of them is 1933 or something, and the other one were Roman numerals, but I thought these pages would be good for Christmas journals because these are Christmas cantatas. The Babe of Bethlehem, The Music of Christmas, and The Dawn of Christmas. This one looks old. Oh, there's 4 of them. Even Unto Bethlehem. So I got 4 cantatas. Okay, here we get to the really good stuff. I got some old calendars. This is 1949. I don't know who published these 2 calendars. These 2, they're 10 years apart. And it has 6 pages because there's 2 months on a page. And it would just hang on the wall like that. But these are being reproductions of some fine English prints of the late 18th century. We have The Sower, which might be featured again in the calendar, I don't know. Outside of a Country Alehouse. Reaping. Haymakers. The 1st of September morning. The 1st of September evening. Look at that sky. And the farmer's stable. So there's actually 7 pictures because this one isn't part of the calendar itself. So that was pretty neat. And then this one is 1959, and this one only has 4 pictures. There are 3 months per page, and they're birds, and they are beautiful. Wait till you see these. There's some blue jays. A cardinal, or a pair of cardinals. The artist is Ray Craig. I don't know what kind of birds they are. Beautiful. And then this one is 1965. Album of Antique Cars. So there's a black and white one on the front, on the back side. And these are photographs. But the pictures are top and bottom, so they can be all be used. So that was a neat calendar. I got 3 of these. They're called Christmas, an American Annual of Christmas Literature and Art, and they are big. So I will get these in my shop in plenty of time for someone to use them for Christmas or just to have them in their home. I can send these with media mail at least. I don't know the year on these. I guess I won't have to do 2 videos. This is 1966. Look at that art. These are just different nativity sets, different styles of nativity sets. This is a heavy-duty page in the center, so you could take that out and frame it. Switzerland, England, Denmark, Sweden, France, and then there's some music at the back. Look at all these volumes. Starting in 1931. Wow. But this one is 1965, and then this one is in a box that's falling apart. So maybe this is how they came, in a box. (1942). This is much older. There's music in the front. Beautiful, beautiful pages. Here's the heavy-duty page that's plain on the back so you can frame it. Oh, they've got several of them. Look at that one. So this reminds me of Ideals. I don't know if it's published by Ideals. I don't think so. They're much taller books. And then there was one more. Messiah, George Frederick Handel. This one's 1950, so it's in between the other two. These are just beautiful, beautiful books. Bavaria. Yeah, these are great. Speaking of Ideals, there was a binder full of Ideals. There's 7 in here. Some of them were bound in, 3 of them were loose, and the rest were bound in. There's these metal pieces that fit in top to bottom, and you would have them holding in the books. But I took them out so I could remove the books, and so I could go through them more easily with you. So there are 7 Ideals books, and they're old. This one is Hometown from 1960. Somebody liked that page. And I like that it has this in it too. You could tear that out, place your order, fold it up, and mail it. This one is called Memory. Look at that bright color on the cover. So pretty. 1959. Now this one is a fall issue. This one looks fall also. This one's called Homespun. '54. Aww. This one, the envelope is torn out, but it does have this page, advertising. This one is really pretty. (1954). So this one is the Valentine issue. Maybe that will go in my Valentine bundle that I'll put together. Woodland. Oh, that one was called Sweetheart. This one is called Woodland. 1954. There's a chipmunk. A raccoon and a frog. Mushrooms. Look at the pretty hummingbirds. And the envelope is torn out of that one. And this one is called Travel. Is that the, yeah, 1954 for this one also. Yep, June 1954. This one's a summer one. Well, travel, but most people travel in the summer. And I have said, and I'll say it again, I don't reserve flea market finds anymore. But they will, just watch my shop. Some of this stuff will be in there. And it might not be right away. Like I said, I'm accumulating stuff and working on getting it into the shop. And I'll be working on it probably all through the winter when those flea markets are closed. I'm going to have to throw this binder away. It's in pretty bad shape, but this is backwards. Like a leather kind of, I don't know if it's real leather, but it might be, binder. And it has a few ledger pages that are pretty cool. I don't know how many pages, but this is it right here. So there's some, maybe 8, can't really tell. And then the long divider pages with the tabs. So I can either, just cut around the tabs and make embellishments out of a portion with the tab on it, or use these, fold it into a book or something. But I will dispose of this nasty binder. And that's it. That is the entire haul for this week. I hope you had fun looking at it. I had fun going through it. I hope I didn't take too long with the wrapping paper. But I kind of wanted to see what was there. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and watch my shop to see when some of this stuff gets listed. Let me know what was your favorite thing, or list your top 5, or even top 10. I appreciate you guys watching my haul videos. I love making them for you. I love gathering the stuff, and then I love showing it all to you. And I do enjoy putting bundles together and putting them in my shop, so it's a fun part of my business, and I'm glad that you like it too. I will see you again in the next video. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.